do, do, do. Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Small Session 52. Thank you for Yeozwah for bringing up the question of which session this is going to be. Joining us, per usual, thankfully, is Sherrod.
Shifra Sleeper at your service.
The aforementioned ominous Yeozwah.
Same thing, sometimes at least.
Next up, we have JKLantern.
Cyrano du Corbeau at your service.
And finally, and definitely not least, chronicler of the games and whatnot, and general wackiness provider, StarprincessHLC.
Hi, I'm Yuki, and also Francine. We were designed to kill people.
That's the thing. But in case of I've been informed, we may be losing Yeozwah along the way, so just to keep me from to redress things, Francine is coming along.
I've never been to this zoo before.
It's been a while. Technically, it's been 2 months since the last session, so it's going to be 2 months since recent events for the smalls. And whoever's eating their dice, please stop it.
It's Honey Nut Cheerios.
You rolling Honey Nut
Munch
Cheerios?
Crunch the Math Rock.
Lantern also has cereal.
Yep.
You're saying this is a cereal unalive then? Admittedly, this is not Twitch. I probably can't get away with saying the word, but what do I care? I'm not getting any money out of this. It's also I just noticed 4 weeks ago I had a bit of a bad cold. The cough still lingers on per usual. We will see how this goes, but my apologies in advance.
You need to lay on hands to cure that.
I don't have scurvy.
See, he's learning not to actually say anything in response.
You guys do realize I have to go to work after this?
Yes. I also remember I think it's your first session, you set of the smalls, and what you brought into my game. So, no deed goes unpunished. Anyway, it's been a couple of months, so you haven't had any really big jobs along the way, so what you been up to?
Omnius has probably been getting his ass kicked by Crandall.
Oh yeah, it's a case of since you weren't there last time, you discovered that Crandall can basically throw you like a spear.
Fastball special, I approve.
The local gangs don't.
The Omnius Javelin.
Very approved.
So, anyone else want to speak about or shall I just start picking out names just to be mean?
Let's see
Shifrost
here.
hasn't been doing anything super special. Just preparing for one eventual confrontation.
The West Side Story dance fight with the opposing guild of treasure hunters.
Sure. That's exactly what I mean, yes.
We're doing West Side Story. Who's the I'm blanking on her name.
Maria.
Yeah, who's the Maria on the other side? I also want to put Shifrost in a dress.
Obviously, it's Noodles the Weasel because they're canonically married.
Yes.
You just have
You-
to roll right on one in any particular day to see that Noodles again.
Exactly.
She's Noodles. I just met a weasel named Noodles.
Shifrost still does not know he's married. At least in the eyes of whatever pantheon Okusan's god is part of.
Mm.
The pantheon of Lord Putty. Okasan actually had a huge tent revival right outside of the guild. It unfortunately got shut down for violating local noise ordinances, and Okasan's currently in jail.
Again.
Again.
No one's been paying. The bail has been issued, but no one's going to pay for it. It's even the case of Cranky Raven Man has paid a fair amount of money to keep Okasan in jail.
Okasan probably shouldn't have given Cranky Raven Man his power of attorney.
Doesn't power of attorney only work if you're like old and senile?
No, not necessarily.
I hate the United States judicial system. Anyways,
I am questioning what is the worst choice. The choice that Okasan makes, or basically I explained how to make Okasan in the first place. It is what it is.
Let's see here. Cyrano. What has Cyrano been up to?
drinking.
He has actually single-handedly prevented an invasion of Raven. Give me an innocuous animal.
How dare you, sir?
He has prevented an invasion of woodchucks.
He has prevented an invasion of woodchucks. That works. It was very heroic and involved a lot of daring do. Unfortunately, no one was actually there. Nobody saw it. The net result of this was let's see here. It needed the sacrifice of a still belonging to Snorri, and because nobody actually knew that he was preventing the invasion of woodchucks, nobody believes him, and Snorri is even angrier at Cyrano now because a still has been blown up. It was absolutely woodchucks and no other reason.
well, now we know how Cyrano's going to die at some point. So, what's Yuki been up to?
Well, Yuki has basically taken a page out of Tedlin's book. Not to the extent that Tedlin was, but she has been mailing letters to various wizarding colleges and sorcerer schools and whatnot, being like, does anybody there know the wish spell and is willing to use it for a favor? She's not really gotten any response back.
The usual response is, if I knew the wish spell and had the components to use it, I would not be in this dump.
What components?
As far as you know, they're telling the truth. As for the others around the guild, well, in terms of purposes, Dave's disappeared. For those who know better, and I've actually seen him around, he has taken up doing the night shift with the night watch in town. Apparently,
Oh no.
apparently the granny mob are very thankful for his presence. The granny mob, who Oxen has ran with a few times, have been a group of karate chopping old grannies who are the bane of any criminal elements they run across over the course of the night. And it turns out, into Dave now realizing he basically doesn't need to eat, sleep, or drink, he is just trying to find purpose in his unlife.
Dave and the Grannies would be a cool band.
Oh, and Cyrano. Also returning from your laundry one day, there was a note stating you recognise the handwriting of the cranky Raven man, who's henceforth shall be just referred to as Cranky. Just demanding to know, do you know what the word mongrel actually means?
What the word what means?
Mongrel.
Mongrel.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Because he's heard you use it numerous times, and who you've been throwing it to, and it's been annoying him. Anyway, that's been happening for the past couple of months or so. Things have been otherwise generally quiet. No news from, say, Granville or Lady Kiki. You had a visit from Granny Midnight, bringing around some deep mushroom flapjacks.
Ooh.
Ominous has got a letter from his mother asking, have you met any nice ladies yet? The whole...
He's pointedly ignoring it.
very much the not so subtle case of, aren't you getting married yet? I ain't getting younger. I want grandchildren.
Very pointedly ignoring it.
This lining.
Don't worry, you'll see more of her when I run another session at some point.
This is where you take mine. You and Lady Kiki makes an appearance. You've also been getting the angry letters from supposedly the person you stole the job from. But just better for cut out letters from newspapers. They were promising they will make you pay.
That's not worrying at all. Well, just like any good tax evader, ignore it and it'll eventually go away.
What do you say to it, boy? Now it's at this point you hear ping bong as the communication system kicks in and is, well, team 68.5, please report to Cervantes' office, please, as soon as possible. We mean now! You can pretty much guess Doris has not had a coffee for today.
Hearing that, Shifrost goes and hides all the coffee in the canteen before reporting.
Oh dear God! That's
Are you trying to kill everyone?
that's war crimes, man.
I don't even like coffee, and that sounds horrible.
Nope, fresh out of coffee.
I hear that the shipments have been getting fewer and far between.
Those cats at it again.
You
No,
can
it
get
might
Funny
be.
how
know.
they made coffee.
My ice cream business.
the only coffee that's common in is decaf. So decaf at the office. Office, you don't even have to knock since you're let in by one of the interns. Apparently, Dice has taken a moment to take a small break. Well, you don't know because it smells he's around somewhere. So, you get into the office and greeted by Don Cervantes. Ah, good. Just the people we want to see. You also note someone else in the office is a fairly tall, skinny-looking human. He has all the features of basically being a inner island noble born, but he looks like he's dressed up like a shrubbery.
Is he from the Knights of Knee?
Oh, you're going to this. I don't even know who these Knights of Knee are.
They want a shrubbery.
If they want a shrubbery, why would they dress up as a shrubbery?
To get the shrubbery, you must become the shrubbery.
Precisely.
Sir, I feel this topic is silly and we need to move on to the details of the job.
Understood.
Alas, no one else wants to pick this one up, and it's been on the board for a while. And our friend here is rather insistent to redo this one. And I've already tried to hand this off to the trio, and Snark just told me to this will put it to where he's on semi much worse duty for next week. And it says find the shrubby clad human. Says fun. Hello. My name is Aiden. I have a very important task for the guild, and no one else can do it. For you see, there is this zoo out there, and they are abusing the poor animals there. And we must help. We must free them. We must restore them to their natural environments.
They're abusing the animals, you say?
Yes.
What type of animals does zoo around here have?
It's not around here. It's his own islands. And out and about.
That does not invalidate question.
What kind of animals? All sorts of animals, apparently. Animals that don't belong there. They need to be free.
Omnius is, for once in his life, is taking a genuine interest in one of the missions.
Oh dear God.
Beyond getting paid.
Oh dear God.
Were the animals bred in captivity?
They've been taken from the outside and possibly bred in captivity for nefarious means.
If it is so, the nefarious means mean letting little children see them.
Oh no, children.
On the scale, and people that almost like to see is Lady Kiki at the top. Near the bottom is Siri, Any Durkobo, Walter, and probably children at the bottom. Why children at the bottom?
And tax collectors.
Why children at the bottom? You're more likely to run into them.
Yeah.
Oh my
Every
god!
time he sees a child, they try to take his feathers.
And that's on just the other week. He ran into a child that's actually an intern tax collector.
Omnius might just kill the child.
I fear for Children's Day next time.
I have considered running the sequel to that one.
So let me get straight. You wish us to go to zoo, break out animals, and then what?
It is at the moment more scout out the area. Discover all these dirty little secrets, all the animals and how they suffer.
We're going to go there and animals get treated better than we do in 3.
Yeah, I mean, at least the animals don't have to pay taxes, you know?
It's at the point, Yuki, you feel yourself being poked on the arm, and Cervantes passes you a note.
Oh, okay.
The notes you read is actually from the true employers. From one Archdruid Whitakerly, who states, this little shit has been causing problems for months now. And they basically extended an invitation for him to see how things are run and how his little connotations are actually incorrect. And basically, like how you originally met Ominous with him babysitting Walter, he wants you to babysit Aiden to make sure he doesn't cause any problems.
Hmm. She just slips that around the group without anyone noticing.
Any picks of reactions from the rest of the group on this little revelation?
Hang on. Shifrost cannot stop himself from face palming. You know the one where it just he kind of gets it and wipes his hand down his face. That type of face palm. The frustration, you can see the frustration break through. That was a 2 on the Constitution save. Just so you know.
Sir, I can see you can understand my frustrations.
Oh yes, I see frustration very clearly.
Mm.
Do you not? I mean, how many animals in zoo are on verge of going extinct out in wild?
I have not a clue.
Have you not thought that these animals may be in danger of dying out completely out in wild? And that is why people have decided to start sticking them in zoos.
Oh, I see you're one of them then. You're passing
Animal conservation is important.
You're passing the propaganda that doing the wrong thing is supposed to be the right thing, and making saps believe that they're doing the good thing while doing the bad thing, and next thing you know, you're getting giant-sized steaks being passed around from a species that being kept barely on from going extinct.
Curiosity, what's also your opinion on furs?
The large gasp you can see from him is you're surprised his jaws doesn't fall off. Furs? Leather? Next thing you're gonna tell me you eat meat.
Omnius looks away rapidly.
Then because he just eats a ham sandwich.
Considering Chef Ross at this point is still wearing his apron from the kitchen, which has meat stains on it and blood stains.
It's at this point Aiden sees your apron, takes a moment to register, and faints in the most dramatic, pompous way possible.
Is he dead?
Would anyone object to me trying to rob him?
Would anyone object to me throwing him out the window?
Alas, I can understand where you're coming from, Savante Stars, but unfortunately he belongs to a very wealthy and powerful family, and even they are in the case of just keep him out of trouble.
How many siblings does he have?
They only had the one. They saw how he turned down and thought, no, we've done enough to darken the world.
Remind me to send his parents thank you gift fruit basket.
Is at this point, Savante just pulls out a little card and passes you to Jifros. It's basically the house name and basically the island they belong to.
Yeah, can I rifle through his pockets and steal his money?
I feel like Cervantes would frown on that.
Is Cervantes going to stop me?
At least wait until we're out of this office.
But he's not going to be unconscious by that point. Unless we
Give it
drag him
time.
outside.
Give it time.
Yeah, Cervantes basically tells Francine, if Ominous just tries to rob young Aiden here, please do slap him around the back of the head.
Will do, sir.
Actually, just give him one for now because I see he's having those thoughts.
Okay. Apologies, my lord.
Clang.
And if this was a Looney Tunes cartoon, his beak will be spinning round his head.
A boot to the head.
Yes.
I decree to thee a boot to the head. The day when Cervantes breaks. Okay.
It will be glorious and there will be popcorn handed out.
If you could please report to teleport room number 99 Badger Wilco.
Badger gets his own teleport room?
Got to get away from all those mushrooms.
Badger does not hold a monopoly on the name. Now, go see this job done. I'm going to get rid of Aiden as quickly as possible. Because, well, as anyone can clearly see, despite his sunny disposition, even Aiden gets on his nerves.
Alright, so who's going to carry him?
I will. She just grabs him by the foot, drags him through the hall.
I was gonna say, you just have to pick up one foot and carry him that way.
Pretty much. Ew, he smells like poo. I didn't know I could smell, and I can smell him.
Why? Why was I meant with the ability to smell? Why? Give us.
It's clear that Francine is evolving.
I mean, I did learn about fear not too long ago.
Okay.
In what manner did you learn about fear?
When we were dealing with the zombies, you ran away as a chicken.
That's a natural fear response.
Yuki, give us an int roll, please.
Okay. 22.
You spend the next 5 hours following the lines, getting lost, unlost, lost again, somehow ending up in Snark's workshop, but it's not them, it's locked. Get out. Apologies. You end up in some strange area with some god awful yellow wallpaper and some strange musky smell and some kind of creature made out of wire. You fall through reality back into the guild and eventually you find the teleport room.
Where did we go?
There are some questions I do not want answer to. But my guess would be we went to Plaid.
Unfortunately, Aiden had welcome back around the time where you entered that strange place, and he's going, I needed to save the spiders. They were clearly trapped in there.
Oops, I tripped. Thunk.
Admittedly, this spider was about 50 foot tall, made out of wire and concrete.
Also, that's their natural habitat, I would assume.
You just learn for some reason the phrase of never turning off no clip again.
Omnius is getting ideas.
I mean, look, just because we ran into the Doom spiders,
Yeah, the Doom spiders, we've all seen them.
Them they don't cause fear that you hear some kind of dynamic beast, which is basically kind of like look like spiders, but they steal the magical abilities of those who bite. You hope to never meet one. But yes.
All these bugs are just making Omnius hungry.
So yeah, greeted by Jimmy. You're not quite sure his relation to Jimmy, but he's sporting a pink mohawk and just looking like every other relation to Jimmy, really. We off to the conservation island, are we?
You spent a weekend in Strakis, didn't you?
Look, where I go for my holidays, it's nobody's business but mine.
You went to Strakis for holiday?
I hire a motorized unicycle and go hunting.
For what?
for what hunts me. He grins in a rather demented manner.
I like this guy.
We found the leader of Guild Team 1 for when the problems are really bad.
Anyway, enough about what I do with my time off. If you'll kindly step into the circle, please.
Omnius steps into the circle. He's not going to rob Aiden. He's going to search Aiden's shrubbery for bugs because he's hungry now.
Let's see. Does Francine notice this?
Little does he know that Aiden's shrubbery is holding several endangered species of bugs that Aiden is protecting, or so Aiden believes. In reality, they're just bugs.
I got a 9, so she probably only notices half of it.
That is a... Hold on. 20 plus... that is a 30. So, yeah, no, I don't think she notices.
Yeah, no, she's clueless.
She's close to the point that Omnis pulls out basically what looks like some kind of nest. You then
A
hear
bird nest or just a nest?
You hear buzzing. A lot of buzzing. And then a hornet lands on your beak.
Ooh, spicy.
It looks pissed off. It's at this point the whole of the room is filled with the sound of buzzing.
Uh-oh.
Great Jimmy's ghost! Get rid of you lot! And then Jimmy just throws the lever and you just go zooming through the portal.
I can just see the cloud of hornets following us.
Yes.
And Francine is completely oblivious to all of it.
The torment.
You zoom through again with that same catchy rocking beat to the background.
Mixed with Flight of the Bumblebee.
Remind me to show the Attack of the Bees video. I'll send it like after we're done recording this session.
It's not Flight of the Bumblebee, it's Flight of the Valkyrie.
Ah.
But redone to mix with the Flight of the Bees. And out there beyond the portal, you see a flying pyramid. And up top, the top flips open, this mummy in some ornate armor pops out, checks a map, looks around, then disappears back into the pyramid and it just flies off.
I think I found the Mummy Lord.
He's looking for the British National History Museum to raid.
I mean, that would be fair.
I was about to say, did we wind up at the British Museum?
Yes, when the Mummy Lord eventually does appear, I am basing it off that one Necron character, whose primary characteristic, he collects anything he views of value.
Brainiac if he was a mummy lord. I'm down with this.
Are we going to the lost city of Kandor?
Only if you turn right instead of left.
Oh, look, it's that guy on the island again.
Eventually, you'll come out of the portal with a you all spat out. Everyone give us a a dexterity roll, please.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Whoa.
20. Save or a check?
A check.
So 22.
That is a
Yuki got an unnatural 20.
26.
Francine got a 5.
Sai got a 9.
For any,
And Ani's got a 26.
for anyone who scored over 20, you scored the landing of your spat out the portal.
I mean, to be fair, I could have just glided to the ground. I can just do that.
Aiden managed to score 17, and as he scored a decent landing, until Francine was also spat out and landed on top of him.
I may have been thinking it. Just squish.
Walter is likable in a chaotic gremlin sort of manner. Aiden is not here to be liked.
Yes.
Please, I'm an endangered species. Please get her off me.
Where did our client go?
Sai gets spat out of the portal,
Yeah,
hits
well,
Francine, and knocks her off. Oh, there he is.
I did not know people actually made indent in ground like that. Huh. Learn something new every day.
As you look around, you notice a pair. You basically open out into an opening which is surrounded by forest, but there's a pair of huge wooden doors. Doors standing before you. Doors so big and thick. It'll look like it would take more than a day's worth of battering ramming to take it down.
Do 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 do.
Holy fuck, it's a dinosaur.
We're in Chult?
No.
I want to
this is a
pet
zoo.
the
They-
monochromatic chickens.
See, if this is a zoo, they could grab dinosaurs from Chult and bring them here.
You can hear from up on the top of the gate some bell being rang out, and the doors slowly open out. Slowly, because they're big, imposing. They look like they'll hold back a dragon for a bit. And you are greeted by a rugged-looking older dwarf and a rather bewildered-looking elf. The dwarf comes up to you and... Ah! I'm Arch Druid Ridicully, and this is my assistant, Stibbins. Say hello, Stibbins. Hello, Stibbins.
Hello.
Hi.
The pair of them catch sight of Aiden, and you can see the disdain. I'm so glad someone's able to attend and put this ill-educated youth concerns to rest. So, yeah, as I introduced myself already, I am Ridicully. This is Stebbins. Hello, Stebbins. Shut up, boy. And who do I have the pleasure of meeting?
My name is Shifra Sleepwell. Would my associates like to introduce themselves?
Cyrano Duquabo, man, just trying to make his way in the world.
Are you the one that wrote the book about the man making his way through the world? I suppose comes off like some adventure with the captain where you had to save the ship and it do numerous adventures with this, that, and the other, and a lot of romance that does not make sense happens.
It makes absolutely perfect sense. All the time. What are you
Your
talking
answer
about?
would be then yes, he was the one that wrote it.
Oh, that's good. My wife loves the book. Can I get a signed copy?
Omnius leaning over. 5 silver.
Don't give the bird any money.
Okay, who
You
is
should
Hi.
give me all of your money immediately.
Give the fox the money.
Hi, I'm Yuki. I'm his girlfriend.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Francine. I was designed to kill people.
The druid just looks very bemused by this.
Science book.
Now she can stop pestering me. Pestering me for copy. She was reading the last one in the bath and it fell in. Yeah. It is.
And I believe you know the slightly battered individual who sits among our ranks over here.
I didn't know he was an actual goose.
No, he's not a goose. He just passes himself as a druid. I processed. I am actually a druid. Sir, dressing up like a shrubbery and covering yourself in cat urine does not count as being a druid.
Is that what
Oh,
I
that's
smell?
why he smells like ice cream.
Whitaker just looks at ominous and what?
Don't
Long
worry about
story.
You, if you do not know, do not ask.
I'll
Omnius hands them both business cards for his ice cream business.
he looks
It's definitely not an MLM.
he looks at it and then turns it over for all the little titles you picked up along the way. Some of
Where did
it.
you get a PhD?
I got it from Nunya University.
I thought he got a PhD in pain. Not giving it, just taking it.
What was your advising professor a mind goblin?
No, he was a member of the Sugandese.
Ah, yes, the Sugandese. I know them well.
What is Yuki covers Francine's mouth? Don't ask.
No.
We have fun around here.
Debatable. No, we're all gathered here, it's we've recently had two new arrivals, and surely this will be a good example of what we do here on this conservation island. So, one quick question: what would you like better, horns or wool?
Horns or what?
Wool.
Wool.
I mean,
Whoa.
It depends on the context of which you are asking me.
This is an odd dichotomy.
Because there are animals with both.
Yes.
But I would have to say, in grand scheme of things, the wool is probably more useful for society. Horns useful for defense, wool useful for many things.
I thought you were gonna say the wool sounds safer.
The most dangerous animals you will meet may be ever covered in wool.
Okay, sounds like you want to see the woolies. Stibbons, send a message. We're going to see the jungle sheep. Hello, my name is Stibbons. Stibbons! Get, drink your coffee, take your pills. We'll get, see what I have to deal with. Now, come with me. We'll go see the latest exhibit, and then we'll probably see the real reason why this little bastard's bothering me. And he leads you through the gates, and as the last of you pass through, the gates come to a close. Like this part one of this session. So, what's so to find? How bad are the jungle sheep? If you follow certain YouTubers, you already know. You know. So, until next time, don't be an Aiden.
Later.
Bye-bye.
Take care, everybody.
See ya.